evening, Akhil. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
First of all, sorry, ma'am.
No issues, but very happy to see you.
Thank
You are in Siddipet right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Your name is Buddhi Akhil. What is this Buddhi? Does it have any significance with Buddhism?
No, ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am. Actually, that name signifies the wisdom that our family line possesses.
Right, right.
Day-to-day things.
Mm.
So, our elderly line used to adjudicate some disputes between some local groupings. So they decided to give that name.
Okay, okay. What do you mean by Buddhi?
Ma'am, I mean it by wisdom. This can be interpreted in multiple ways because it is a Sanskrit term. There are many terms such as intelligence, etc. But I would like to interpret Buddhi as wisdom.
Okay. Your village name is Kondapak. Kondapaka in Siddipet. Kondapaka is famous for, I heard Kondapaka many times.
There is no special significance related to state issues, ma'am. But it is recently news related to Mission Bhagirath filter plant, which is located nearby our district.
What is Mission Bhagirath?
Ma'am, Mission Bhagirath is a water supply scheme. It aims to provide assured quality water supply to every household of Telangana.
Okay, what is the difference between Mission Kakatiya and Mission Bhagirath?
Ma'am, Mission Kakatiya aims to rejuvenate and restore traditional tanks which are located in Telangana, whereas Mission Bhagirath is focused on providing water supply to the household.
Good, good, good. So you belong to the state of Telangana. What is the growth potential and how the developments are going on in Telangana after formation of separate state? How with respect to employment, education, investments, irrigation, what change you have seen in Telangana?
Ma'am, after bifurcation, I noticed a significant change in the priorities of the government. Priorities are now shifted to decentralized development of the region. And in investments, RTI-PAS scheme, which is investor friendly, is also attracting many investments from the global as well as national investors.
Okay. So your father does agriculture?
Yes, ma'am.
What does he cultivate?
We cultivated rice this time.
Okay, good, good, good. Have you got benefited from Kaleshwaram project?
Ma'am, directly no, but indirectly, Mallana Sagar, which is located in our nearby district, is supposed to lift up the groundwater table in our region. So we will benefit in the future if possible. But so far directly we haven't.
What is this paraboiled rice issue in Telangana?
Ma'am, due to high heat and low moisture content during the Rabi season, it's Rabi season only. Rabi season, when we mill the rice, when we mill the paddy, there will be high percentage of broken rice. So, in order to avoid these losses, millers devise this way, whereas they add moisture to the rice in the form of soaking or boiling, then they will husk that rice to get maximum amount of rice. So that particular form of rice is called parboiled.
Okay, good, good. Your father also prepare this parboiled rice as he's growing paddy?
No, ma'am. It is the duty of the millers to prepare this kind of rice.
Right, right. Your mother also does agriculture?
Yes.
Can you speak? Feminization of agriculture is good for women or bad for women? Is it good for women?
Ma'am, it's both, but it does more harm than the good, ma'am. Why it is good means it provides some livelihood
Mm.
to illiterate women, and it provides income to them, which is very crucial for their self-respect or their financial independence also. But it is not good when semi-literate or semi-skilled women also forced to do only agriculture. Then it is bad.
Okay. So, what is Kranti Nagar? You stay in Kranti Nagar.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Who is the MP of Siddipet now?
Oh, sorry, ma'am. I'm unable to recall.
Has Siddipet any connection with KCR or Harish Rao?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
It's a native place of KCR. KCR, sir, Honorable or Chief Minister, and it is also the constituency of our Finance Minister of Harish
Rao. In the Telangana perspective and pan-India perspective, this is a question for you. Do you support family dynasty politics?
Ma'am, can you please elaborate your query?
Do you support family dynasty politics?
Ma'am, if that dynastic politics are purely based on blood relations, then I won't support it. But if there is a merit system in that also, there is no harm in successive generations coming into politics based on the merit.
Okay, you studied in Kakatiya University Civil Engineering.
Yes, ma'am.
Super. Super. So after studying civil engineering, why you want to write civil services examination?
Ma'am, it is not a direct decision or a momentary decision to come into civil services. First thing, it used to be one of the childhood dreams. My father always dreamed of me getting into civil services. And second, ma'am, civil services, whatever it requires, whatever it demands, I believe that my aptitude matches with the qualities that are demanded by civil services. And in civil engineering, ma'am, the scope of work and the diversity of work is still less compared to civil services.
Oh, good. So, do you know the significance of Ramapa temple in Warangal? You have studied in Kakatiya University, Warangal. What is the significance of Ramapa temple in Warangal?
Ma'am, it is recently paneled into UNESCO World Heritage Site. And ma'am, it is one of the earthquake-resistant building also. In the temple's foundation, they have used sandbox technique to shield it from the earthquakes. And ma'am, that temple's bricks are famously known as aerated bricks, which will float on the water.
Floating brick technology.
Yes.
Very good. So you said your hobby is trail running. What is trail running?
Ma'am, trail running is a form of running which happens off the road. I mean to say, it is run on the hilly terrain, sand and gravel and mud.
Can you speak a bit more on trail running? Can you speak more on trail running?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Compared to track running or road running, trail running offers a bit of uniqueness while running, because while running on natural terrain, we will get uneven terrain and uneven relief, and we will get new corners, and it will kind of takes away the strain from routine repeated running which we do on the tracks.
Okay. You are a student head of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan unit in college.
Yes.
What is Swachh Bharat 2.0?
Ma'am, after Swachh Bharat Abhiyan 1 achieved its target of ODF status for all the districts, all the states, now we have to sustain that momentum, ma'am. To sustain that momentum and ensure the behavioral continuity, we have launched Swachh Bharat Abhiyan 2.0.
In which year Swachh Bharat Abhiyan was started?
Ma'am, it was launched on 2014, October 2nd.
2014, October 2nd. Very good. So is India open defecation free today?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Yes.
India is open. Yes, ma'am. India became open defecation free. India got its open defecation free status on 2019 October 2nd.
Okay, you are sure India is open defecation free?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Practically you are speaking, right?
Ma'am, according to the official records and according
India
to
is
the
open defecation free. Okay. What about your Telangana?
Ma'am, Telangana also open defecation.
Do you have Safai Karmacharis in Telangana?
Yes, ma'am, we have.
You have? Yes. Safai Karmacharis?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any act with respect to Safai Karmacharis?
Yes, ma'am. I am unable to recall that act name specifically, but we have a act to safeguard the Safai Karmacharis.
Right.
Manual scavenging.
Who is the person who got Raman Magsaysay, who started Safai Karmachari Andolan and fought against Safai Karmachari work nature in India? There is a man who fought against the problems of, who fought in support of the rights of Safai Karmacharis, and he wanted right rehabilitation methods for Safai Karmacharis. Who is that man?
Sorry, ma'am.
Who got Raman Magsaysay? He is Bejawada Wilson. Have you heard about him?
No.
Okay, read about him. Then National Merit Scholarship by MHRD. In which class you got that, and what is this merit scholarship?
Ma'am, it is awarded to me based on my 11th and 12th marks.
Right now, Minister of HRD is called Minister of Education. Then in your DAF, you wrote Minister of HRD. What is this?
It at the time of offering, it used to be Ministry of Human Resource Development.
So you wrote like that. Good. And Akhil, what is your age now?
24.
What's your father's age?
46.
Oh, mother is 1983. Your mother is not even 40 years old. Okay. Akhil, tell me, 2 flagship schemes launched by Telangana government, and why they attracted you?
Ma'am, one is Mission Bhagirath, ma'am.
And one more scheme. Already we have discussed about.
Mission Bhagirath and Mission Bakaram. Both are flagship.
So I want to know about Dalit Bandhu.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Ma'am, its objective is to rise the entrepreneurship qualities among the SCs, and it provides income support for them to be self-employed. Right now, it started its trial phase in the Hyderabad constituency. Now, government is planning to implement on the state level phase.
So, is it the good scheme providing 10 lakh rupees for Dalit entrepreneurs? Do you think it should be emulated throughout India?
Ma'am, it is still a nascent scheme. We don't have the feasibility studies. We don't have the ground level reports of its successes and failures. Ma'am, I think once we get the impact studies of that scheme, then based on that report, we can continue or discontinue, or we can implement that scheme on the national level.
Do you support formation of separate Telangana?
Yes, ma'am.
Has your studies got affected during Telangana movement?
Yes, ma'am. They got it.
Still, you like that?
Ma'am, yes. Sometimes for the social benefit, for the decentralized development.
How many districts you have in Telangana right now?
33.
How many districts are named after personalities in Telangana?
Sorry, ma'am, I can't remember.
At least few districts you name.
Kumram Bhim, Asifabad district. Then I cannot remember.
Right. So in your DAF, I've seen so many, I can say paradox, so much of paradox. One is you have studied civil engineering.
Yes.
After studying civil engineering, you have taken geography as your optional. And what is our choice of preference? Is it IAS?
Yes, ma'am.
Then what is that next choice?
IPS and IFS.
Okay. Okay. You have studied civil engineering and taken geography as our optional. What made you to choose geography?
Ma'am, while studying civil engineering, we have electives such as geology and transportation engineering and earthquake resistant engineering and construction materials also as a subject. During these subjects, there is a tremendous overlap between geography, geology, and engineering. This generated kind of interest in me in geography. And second, I used to like maps and I used to read geography during my school time.
You love the subject.
Yes, ma'am.
How is our mains in geography now this year?
Yes, ma'am. It went good.
See, you have completed all the paper.
Yes, ma'am. Complete.
Okay, very good. So why? I want only the truth. Okay, why you want to become a civil servant?
Ma'am, it's
I want only
job.
the truth, Akhil.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's a good job of a candidate coming from lower middle class family from a village. It's a very, very good job. Second, I have limited skill related to my technical knowledge. So civil services given me the opportunity to redeem myself as an intellectual being. The third thing is that, ma'am, I told my father always dreamed me of a civil service servant only. And the fourth, ma'am.
What is your father? What is his education background?
He's 12. He studied till 12.
Okay, but he dreams of you. Very good. Good, very good, Akhil. I'm moved by your DAF actually.